Today we're gonna watch his story. So let's go. So
I was grabbing a
we're going to his shorts. Here, let's go.
Logan slammed $1,000 on our dorm table.
Okay. When someone slams out $1, take it instantly. No, take it. Take. Bro, I hate this. Take. No, not. Take. Okay. But I'm not even gonna. I go.
Tomorrow, we're all going to the airport with no money, and the one who can get to the furthest country wins. It's a college competition. I immediately signed the sign-up sheet because my mom had never left the state before, and this was my chance to make her dream of going to Disneyland come true. I clicked the pen and grinned. May the best man win. The next morning, all 5 of us walked into LAX with empty wallets, and Logan... We start in 3, 2, 1. I sprinted for the airline counters with money on my mind. Please, I need a free flight to win a competition for my mom. You got me, right? The agent laughed at me. Right, and I'm looking for free Jordans because I don't want to pay for new shoes. You got me, right? He was making fun of me, so I frantically searched the airport because I knew I needed a new strategy. A woman 2 seats down propped her giant suitcase against the charging station and answered her
That's a big suitcase, guys. I don't know about you, but that's a big suitcase right now.
phone. Yeah, Mom, I land in Dublin tonight.
Okay, guys, that's a big suitcase. So, damn, that's big.
Love you. My entire face lit up because I knew Dublin was a city in Ireland, and it was 5,000 miles away. She headed for the bathroom without her suitcase, so I dumped her clothes into my backpack, folded myself inside, and pulled the zipper shut with my teeth. 10 minutes later, I was swinging through the terminal, slamming into every doorframe in California, while I was curled up like a pretzel, until someone grunted and rammed me into an overhead bin with my knees in my eye sockets. By the time I climbed in, the group chat was already flexing. Logan posted a selfie from a party bus to Mexico, and I grinned because I thought I was going to beat him. The engines roared, the bin rattled, and I fell asleep picturing my mom standing outside
Bro.
the Disney castle holding a
Bro. Okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna watch it.
giant cotton candy. A loud thud woke me up, and I was certain 16 hours had passed, and I was on a whole new continent. The second the bin clicked open, I exploded out with both fists in the air and screamed, "I won!" A flight attendant dropped her clipboard, and the suitcase woman screamed louder than I did. Then the pilot's voice came through the speakers. "Welcome to Dublin, one of the most beautiful cities in California, folks. Flight time today was 45 minutes. My face fell because I thought we were going to Europe, but we hadn't even left the state. When security grabbed me to walk me out, I made a request. If you guys arrest me, can you at least put me in a jail in Argentina so I can win my competition? Logan slapped my Uncle Tom's face scrunched up
when I asked for
a water break.
2 hours into photographing my cousin's 7th birthday party, dizzy and dehydrated under the sun. I'm not paying you $20 to drink water. The party's only 4 hours. He grabbed my cake plate out of my hand later that afternoon. You can eat after the job's done. I stood there swaying slightly while he checked his watch, and my hands were still shaking from hunger by the time he pulled up his phone at the end of the party to show me a fitness influencer. I need these photos edited. Make my wife look like
Okay.
this. I nodded, thinking.
Oh, then her wife is fat, bro.
1 week of him before I never had to work for
Wait. So the mom is fat? Like what?
again. I sent him 20 cleaned up photos that week. That's no good, he texted back within the hour. Make my wife skinnier, give her more curves, wider hips, smaller waist, make my arms more muscular, and remove my brother's Rolex from the picture. Make sure I'm the best looking guy in every shot. I stared at my phone, stunned. This will take weeks, I typed back. Then work faster. I need these by tomorrow. I really needed the money for
Okay.
college, so I spent all night hunched over my laptop, frantically editing the photos. Then one more text lit up my screen. Oh yeah, make me the tallest person in every group shot. Something in me finally snapped clean in half. I called an emergency family meeting the next day and connected my laptop to the TV. I'm done with Uncle Tom's BS, and before anyone judges me, let me show you why. I pulled up his texts and the before and after photos, which included edits of him stretched taller than his own brother, his arms bulked up, and his wife's body reshaped into something she'd never recognized. My aunt stood up slowly, staring at the screen with her hand over her mouth. That looks nothing like me. Were you lying when you said I was perfect just the way I was? Uncle Tom shot to his feet and pointed at me. You had no right to show those messages, I laughed. And you had no right to treat me like garbage for 20 measly dollars.
That same night, my aunt grabbed his phone off the counter and found him setting up dating profiles using the edited photos he'd demanded. Every screenshot became evidence in her divorce filing 3 weeks later. My Uncle Tom. I was doing laundry late at night when I opened the dryer and found a huge duffel bag stuffed inside. My balls dropped, and I was too scared to touch it, so I tried another machine, but everyone had an out-of-order
Hey, yo, what?
sign. When I bent to move the bag, it was so heavy my arms shook, and the second I dropped it, it fell open. My heart shattered. A big pit bull was crammed inside.
Bro, he got blood. Oh my gosh.
Covered in bruises and deep scars. I've had dogs my whole life, so I knew these weren't an accident. Anger filled my body as I swore to find out who did this. I took the pit bull home, cleaned his wounds, and fed him until he stopped shaking. By morning, he was curled against me, the sweetest boy, and it only made me angrier. The next night, I brought him along and parked across from the laundromat, waiting to see if they'd come
Aww.
back, and around midnight, a truck pulled up, and a man hauled a squirming duffel bag inside. Another dog. The second he drove off, I ran in, pulled the trembling dog from the dryer, set him in my car, and sped after the truck. It led me down a dirt road to a rundown farmhouse, and what I saw made my stomach drop. I peeked in and saw dozens of dogs, chained and caged, scarred just like mine, around a ring. My hands shook as I started recording and called the police, whispering the address, but a floorboard creaked behind me. "You lost, bruh?" He was smiling, and he'd caught the whole thing. "Snitches don't leave here." He whistled, and every dog in that yard charged straight at me. I braced myself as the pack charged, certain it was over. But out of nowhere, my two dogs shot in front of me and stood their ground, growling at the others. The attack whimpering behind me, cage after cage of trapped dogs. I spun around and ripped the doors open one by one. "What are you doing?" the man screamed, kicking his boot into a dog to scare the rest. "Attack him, stupid!" But that was the worst thing he could have done. Every dog froze, then slowly turned on him, their teeth bared, the same rage in their eyes he'd beaten into them. They lunged, but I couldn't let them become the monster he'd made them. "Hey," I said softly, "we don't do that anymore. It's okay." Then the cops flooded in, slamming him to the ground. The dogs wagged their tails, no longer weapons. I was closing our McDonald's when a guy built like a delivery truck started pounding on the glass. I cracked the door to say, "We're closed, buddy. Come back tomorrow." But he walked straight through me into the lobby and yelled his order at the empty store. "Get me 10 burgers, 7 fries, and 5 Coke Zero." I tried pushing him back out. "Buddy, the grill is turned off. Come back tomorrow." But he pushed me back, and I went flying over the counter. Then he grabbed the counter with both hands, and something metal on his wrist clacked against it. "You don't understand. I will die without my burgers." My limbs trembled and I backed toward the kitchen, but he followed me and yelled his order again. 10 burgers, 7 fries, 5 Coke Zero. But then my manager stepped out from behind the grill. He was part-time Mr. Olympia and a full head bigger than the guy. He walked up until they were chest to chest and glared at the customer. "We're closed. Get out or I'll throw you out." But the guy didn't move. "My burgers. Give me my burgers or I'll die." My manager backed him all the way into the glass, and he was still begging for the food. And that's when I noticed he was sweating through his shirt in a cold lobby. His hands shook so hard the metal band on his wrist rattled against the glass. So I thought to myself, nobody begs for food like this unless something's truly wrong. That's when the big guy took 3 huge breaths and just dropped. He slammed onto the floor and cracked our tiles, and our manager gasped. I ran over and knelt down to check on him, and I finally noticed what was on his wrist. It was a medical bracelet with the words, "Need daily burgers. Feed me if I pass out." I couldn't believe his words about dying if he didn't get his burgers were actually true. So I grabbed a half-eaten burger from a nearby table and shoved it down his mouth. Then I opened my phone and dialed 911 while my manager fired up the grill behind me and started making those 10 burgers, 7 fries, and 5 Coke Zero.
Okay.
I was closing. A kid from school dumped maple syrup over my Canadian jersey. "That's what you get, maple syrup boy." The entire street turned to
That's not funny.
laugh, and I buried my head in my hands because I couldn't take being bullied for being Canadian anymore. I grabbed the 4th of July festival poster from the lamppost. "Person with the most American." I knew I had to win. That night, I ordered the 20-piece chicken nugget meal with a large milkshake to prepare to be as American as possible. I'd start every morning with a big gulp from 7-Eleven, and every evening I'd force myself to turn off the hockey game and watch football instead. But when I woke up on competition day, part of me knew it still wasn't enough to win. I threw on my flag shirt, grabbed a Dunkin' for the road, and drove off with no plan. But halfway there, something huge on a fence post made me slam the brakes. It was a bald eagle, staring at me like I owed it money. "You're not from here, maple syrup boy," I gasped, because I didn't know America had talking eagles. "What the?" The bald eagle stretched a wing toward its back. "Yes, this isn't Canada anymore. Unlike your ugly mooses, us eagles can..."
know, bro. He's about
actually
to,
speak.
he's about to cook that eagle.
Hop on. I climbed on, and we shot into the sky. When we came down over the festival, and the eagle dropped me on stage, the mayor didn't even take a vote. You win! Of course you win! The whole town screamed so loud I felt it in my chest, and my neighbor was chanting my name instead of Maple Syrup Boy. So I threw my arms up and screamed the most American thing I could think of. USA! A kid from school dumped maple syrup.
This is the end of the video. Bye. And go watch my other channel, Dinosaur channel. So this is the end of the video. Bye.